the Jaguars. Kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. That's caught by Williams. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Moses. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Sends it back in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll heave it deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So South Alabama's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Right back to it. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Running inside. It's raining. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. My, oh my, 41 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Makes the catch. It's Jenkins. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Jaguars are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Phillips. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Davenport. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Jaguars in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
Man, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, South Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll do it himself on the draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's raining. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Big guy smells it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. There's some room. He now has 62 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be calling a hot route. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the 1st down. Turning it on. Running free. Getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be 3rd and long. Here we go, ready. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Davenport. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take.
Snags it, and he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Coleman's got it on the right side.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's raining. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Handoff to the lone back. He's loose at the 15. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to complete that in route against zone coverage, but that was not a big window to try to fit that football in, and as a result, too easy for the defense to knock it down.
Starts to scramble to the left. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jacobs. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Jaguars will hustle to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's reeled in. It's Jenkins. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Jaguars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Maybe a crease. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Jaguars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Striving for the goal line, loose football. Defense has it, they're on the move. The 50, he's at the 40, the 20, inside the touchdown, Sacramento State. It's making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's raining. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 30. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moses.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's got it. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the 3rd quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Trying play action. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. The option, he'll keep it. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Alabama.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on this Sacramento State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way in. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll do it himself. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Maybe some room here. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Jaguars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Martin. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They'll move the tight end. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On the run, fires downfield. Finds his man. It's Burrell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Finding some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Complete, left side. It's a fumble. Snags it, and there's running room. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out.
Gashes the heart of the knee. Got the first down himself. The tag. Touchdown, South Alabama. And the punishment has been extended.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burrell. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just
going over the top. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play.
Here's a little room there. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
Switch it!
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? Caught behind the line. It's Moses. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Find some fresh air. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. With the clock running, this should be the final play. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.